Good morning, Mr. Chair, and good morning, Chairpersons Marks, Felipe, and ranking members Sampson, Scott, and all these esteemed members of the Housing Committee. I am State Senator Tony Hwang, representing Fairfield, Easton, Newtown, and Bethel, but fond feelings for the Housing Committee, being a former chair and ranking member for many years. You do some very, very important things in addressing the needs that exist in our community. I am testifying in support of House Bill 5365, an act establishing an exemption from the Affordable Housing Appeal procedure for municipalities with aquifer protection areas. I would also add related to watershed areas. I think one of the first things I want to clearly address is we do have an incredible housing need in our state, no denying it. And 830G is a bill that is over 30 plus years old that in a noble effort tried to address that concern. But as we have seen in the emotional debate that we have throughout the years, that 830G has not clearly addressed the needed housing issue that we have in our state. So I think one of the hardest things we do is when that number, it's 830G, it shouldn't be a four-letter word, but it creates such emotional tumult that we forget to address and find solutions together. That being said, I think this bill specifically addresses a public health and a public consideration issue in addition to 830G. That being said, we're talking about aquifers that preserve and maintain and protect our drinking water for many municipalities. But also for me, I wanted to add that our watershed areas throughout the community, which encompasses Fairfield, Easton, and affects Bridgeport as well. I think those are important considerations to consider exemptions from the 830G mandate, which takes a look at every aspect of the consideration and really overrides it to the goal of affordable housing, with the exception of public safety. But that being said, we are looking at our drinking water. And I think one of the most important parts that we need to undertake is that maintaining the balance in regards to pollution, climate change initiatives. There is a reason why we have these, bless you, there is a reason why we build into these buffers. And I know there's incredible frustration on some zoning restrictions, sewer capacity considerations, but the rationale is sound from a standpoint of long-term water preservation and watershed protection. So I think these are important parts of consideration. I think another part of it is that we need to look at how we can all work together to find affordable housing in these various communities that are aquifer-based areas or watershed protection areas. And I hope that this is a bill that's a start to be able to work together to find needs in addressing these solutions. I think one of them is a bill that was passed out of planning and development that looks at each community to begin or to complete an affordable housing working plan. Having a plan to move forward is a critical part. And for any community that considered this type of exemption, they must have a plan moving forward. And I think the solution has to be incorporates local property owners, local municipalities, state and federal.
Excuse me, Senator, your 3 minutes have expired.
Absolutely. I'd be happy to take any questions on this, but I know this is a continual work in progress. And I want to thank the minority House leader for raising this bill. It's a very important one. Thank you. Be glad to take any questions.